Hi garden friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Era and this is Gardening on Purpose. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a subscriber, welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. So for this particular video, I'm going to be showing you all the evergreens I have in my yard. I have a good amount of evergreens, and you might have seen in my one of my last videos where I actually showed you some of the other evergreens that I bought, because I think that evergreens are really important. It's that time of the year where things are beginning to look scraggly, things are beginning to die back, and you really get to see what your garden looks like, quote unquote, out of season. So I'm going to start in the front yard, and on the foundation, I have mostly evergreens. I have an azalea that was here when I bought the house. I've been trying to get it out, but it refuses to come out, so I'm just going to leave it alone. So I have this azalea. I don't know what type of azalea it is, though. I just know it's an azalea. And then I have a Goshiki osmanthus. I have two Goshiki osmanthus. I've got carex grass that will stay evergreen. And I also have ajuga. I have two different types of ajuga that I'm creating the ground cover with, because I don't want to be putting mulch on the foundation. I prefer to have a live mulch, which is why I have ajugas as a ground cover. And of course, ajugas are evergreen. So on this side of the foundation, so what do we have so far? We have azalea, ajuga, carex grass, Goshiki osmanthus, another azalea, and one of my favorite plants is Florida Sunshine Elysium. This one has been really great. It stays this chartreuse yellow all year round. It actually gets yellower in the summer when and it's a shade plant. It's a part sun. It can take some sun, but it will burn in afternoon sun. So it's perfect where it's at. And this is really great. This is supposed to grow, I think, 4 to 5 feet. And I really love it. It has a licorice smell if you touch it and smell your fingers. It's going to smell like licorice, and it has beautiful red stems. So I really love this plant, and I wish I could have actually had it for the entire foundation, but because of those azaleas that I could not get out because they came with the house, and I tried my best to get them out and they refused to come out, so I'm just leaving it alone. Okay, so that's what I have on that side. On this side, I have two more azaleas. So let me come down here. Two more azaleas. Again, came with the house. 1, 2. Tried to dig them out too, and they're not going anywhere. But I was able to stick two Elysiums at the bottom here, and I have Clara, a Bronze Beauty Clara right there. But even though the Clara is doing fine, it is not popping. I love it. It has berries and everything, but it's really not popping, and I need it to pop like the Elysium. So what I'm going to do is go online and try to find more Elysiums and dig those Claras up and put them there, and then find some way to put the Clara. Now, I've been seeing the Elysium online, but I'm not paying $35 for one plant. When I bought these online, at Home Depot, and they were $21.98, and they were 2-gallon. So I am not about to go and spend $40 for one plant, and I need 4 of them. So on this side is the Elysium, the Bronze Beauty Clara, another azalea, and of course I have the carex grass that is really lovely, and I need to dig it out and divide it so I can put it down here, so that when these sun patients die, I will have something to put there. So that's my foundation. That's my evergreen foundation plants. So let's take a look at the side yard, because as you know, I garden in my front yard, my side yard, and the back. Okay, so we're in the side yard, and I want to take a time to kind of show you what the side yard looks like generally. All the way down there is where all my hostas are, all my shade plants. Right here where I'm standing is mostly part shade, part sun. And what I have here are mostly azaleas. Now, as you know, if you've been following the channel for a while, you know I have drainage issues on this entire yard. Water stays around too long at the bottom of the property, so it's really tough to garden the side yard because of the drainage. But my house is kind of elevated, and the water does run away from the house on the side yard. But down there, it kind of pools a little bit, which is good because hostels love water, and they'll be fine. So anyway, evergreens. I have a lot. Well, not a lot. I have a couple of encore azaleas. I love encore azaleas. For one, they're evergreen. Two, they bloom 3 times a year. Four, they don't get that big. And five, they're really not fussy, and they love the soil in the southeast United States. So I do have the autumn lily. I have the autumn bonfire, and another lily, another bonfire, another lily, another bonfire. And then I have the autumn starburst. This one I bought online again. It was a 2-gallon, and it was $11. And again, it was from Home Depot, and I really wasn't sure if it was going to be quality. And it hasn't really done well. But as you can see, it actually has a bloom on it, which is great. And as you know, with these encore azaleas, they don't bloom as heavily on the third go around. This one has just been struggling, period. So I didn't expect it to actually bloom in the fall, but it sure has. So that's the starburst. And then I have the autumn royalty, which is not in the space it's supposed to be. I just plugged it in there. This one is autumn royalty. This one gets really big, and I had nowhere else to put it, so I put it there. But I'm gonna take it from there and take it in the back of the yard. I think these are autumn. I don't remember. These might also be starburst because they look like that starburst up there. These might also be starburst. Okay. And then, what else do I have? I have a boxwood. I have a Korean boxwood. I bought this baby here when it was so small, and it has doubled in size. It is so happy where it's at. I totally prefer Korean boxwoods. They grow faster. They look nice. I see no sign of damage on any of my boxwoods. But again, I only have the Korean one, so they're fine. So that one's doing quite fine, as is this one right here, as is that one right here. So as you can see, what I did, I put them all in the middle of each of the beds. I put them in the middle of the beds as a structural thing, and then work around them. And as you can see, I have hostas, I have heucheras, I have ajugas in this area. Like I said, this does not get the most sun, so I need to put plants that don't require too much sun. And then down there, you'll see that's where I have all of my hostas, really, and my heucheras, and I think astilbes. But of course, those are not evergreens, so that's not part of the video. So, okay, so we have boxwoods, we have azaleas. Let's see what's in the backyard. Okay, so for the backyard now, the backyard is really interesting. It's a combination of full blazing sun, morning sun, and shade, which is perfect if you want different types of plants. So here I'm on the shade area here, and as you can see, there's a lot of heucheras. My heucheras may or may not be evergreen. It all depends on the type of winter that we have. That one here, that is an evergreen, although I've read that I should not have it out in the open like this. It's a zone 7 plant, and it's a fatsia, and I got this from a nursery that all I know about it is a Fatsia. I don't know, I don't have any specs on it. I just bought it. I was so excited. It's a Fatsia. It's a shade plant, but I've heard that it's supposed to be closer to the house because it needs some protection in the winter. It definitely could not stay in the container I bought it because it will definitely die. So I made a choice to put it out here, and I'm really, really, really going to mulch it, and hopefully it doesn't die. I also have a Cuba. Love this plant. I got so excited when I saw it at the nursery. Again, I bought this at the same time I bought the Fatsia. I bought this from Accent Nursery. I found this nursery. I didn't even know it was around, close to me, and I got so excited. We jumped in the car. We bought these Fatsias and these Akubas. Also, what do I have here? I have, let me see, Joanna Azalea. I have, this shade area is lined with azaleas. I have different types of azaleas here. This particular one is Joanna. Oh no, this is Fashion Azalea. I have one called Joanna, and I have another one called Delaware White. And again, I bought these because they were on sale at Lowe's for $4. They were clearance plants, and I picked them up. They look scraggly, but they should be fine come spring. What else do I have? That's an evergreen. Well, you guys know me and gardenias are really not friends. I've had bad luck with gardenias, and true to form, it has died. One has died. You might have seen a video where I did it, and I told you that I was really, struggling with the gardenia. I bought a bunch of soil conditioner, and I put it in the soil, and there's one right here, and the other one is dead. So this one's holding on, and it's actually green. It actually dropped the yellow leaves, and now it's all green. So that's a good sign. That's the frost-proof azalea, and the other one has died. So that is that. Okay, and then what else do I have? Again, these are gardenias too. Don't know what type. You might have heard me say I got these from my garden friend Judy, and she had planted them from a cutting, and I had them in the containers since she gave them to me, and they really haven't done well. And I was scared to put it in the ground because I had such a hard time with the frostproof, but I just decided to put it in the ground. It's better in the ground anyway. Let's just see what happens over the winter. So again, that's a gardenia. Also, I finally put my camellias in the ground. Now, Lord help me, I really want these guys to do well. Camellias love a little morning sun and afternoon shade. They cannot take this southeast United States burning sun. So I put them in an area that gets sun up until 1, or maybe 12:31, and let's just hope they make it. I literally planted these yesterday because I'm really trying to get rid of everything in the container that's marginal, and these are 7 to 9. These are supposed to get, well, these were, I think, Dr. Tinsley camellias, and I've never heard of them before I got it. Went online, looked it up, and what I learned that the color might be red, and I think they grow 5 to 10, but they're really, really slow growers, and I'm not worried about that. So that's perfect for that. Ever since I got it, it's actually gotten some new growth. So I really hope that me putting it in the ground is really not going to hurt this plant, because I was so excited about the camellia. Camellias do great down in our area, and I've seen them all over the place. I've seen white, I've seen pink, I've seen duplicate colors. So I'm really, really hoping that Dr. Tinsley comes through for me. Okay, so that is the back side shade part sun area. So what did we cover? We covered camellias, we covered the Fashion Azalea, and which are these lined right here. Don't look like much because, again, they were clearance plants, but they should come together when spring comes. I've got a bunch of corabels, a bunch of heucheras, a bunch of hydrangeas, and a bunch of hostas in this area too. But so let's go into the official backyard, which really is just to the right. Okay, so here we are in the backyard where the sunshine ligustrum has literally been shining bright. This yellow guy here, 7 to 10, I think, grows up to 6 to 7 feet. Really, really great. It has outperformed. It has done so well in my garden. I definitely recommend Sunshine Ligustrum if you're looking for something that's yellow, chartreuse, evergreen, and can actually be a border plant. I actually forgot to show you. I actually have it on the side yard between me and my neighbor. I have like 8 of them there. I forgot to show you those. So I have a lot of Sunshine Ligustrums because they look nice. They have so many different uses. A specimen plant, a border plant, not a border, a hedge plant, and maybe even in a container you can put it. So there they are. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the backyard, guys. 7 sunshine ligustrums, and you can just imagine when all these guys die back, you can still see the yellow will be standing tall. Okay, what else do I have? I have this arborvitae that I bought from Lowe's 2 years ago. Have no idea what it is. It looks like a Leland cypress, but I'm not sure. I don't know arborvitaes that much. I don't know conifer names as much as I know regular, other plants. So I don't know what type. But this thing has tripled its size. I swear to you, when I bought this thing, it was literally on the ground in a broken pot, and I remember going to the guy at the Lowe's counter and saying, "You guys are trying to get $7 for this. Can I get it for 4?" He was like, no, I can't." So I ended up buying it for $7. But isn't that worth it? It looks so healthy. I think it's a Leland cypress. I'm not sure, but that will definitely stay for now, because Leland cypress grow fast, and I will have to move it sooner or later. If it gets taller than that Mexican petunia next year, he's got problems, because he's going to have to come out, because I don't want him to overtake this particular garden bed. Okay, so over here, let's see what else will stay evergreen. I moved some hibiscus, so they look kind of rough right now. Those are not evergreens anyway. I'm going to cut them back. I literally just moved them yesterday. Those are Olive Martini Elaeagnus, zone 7 to 9. They were supposed to be fast growing. I've had these things for 2 years. They've been growing, but not as fast as I was led to believe, because those I had the idea to make it like a hedge, and they have just not been growing as fast as I thought they would, but I still love them. They're evergreen. They're greeny, yellowy chartreusey. And here's 2 more right here. Again, I just moved them, so they're looking kind of rough. And then I have another sunshine ligustrum over here. So those are the things in the back bed that will stay evergreen. My lamb's ear, let me get out this right here. My lamb's ears they will stay up. They'll look kind of ratty, but they'll stay up. I just put this Tom Thumb in the garden yesterday. Love this plant. This has been in a container for quite a while, and it has been doing quite great. And I finally made the decision to put it in the ground, because it's just better in the ground, And this guy here is a zone 3 plant, and it will grow 2 by 2, 2 feet by 2 feet. So it's perfect right there. I'm still working on this bed. There's a lot of space to put stuff, and I'm really, really trying not to buy any more flowering perennials and put in more arborvitae. This one is a Hetz midget. Again, this was put in yesterday. Arborvitae het midget, -40, maintains moderately moist soil, and the spacing is 36. Another one right here. And one of the plants that I'm really excited about is the Obsession Nandina. I think that's one of the coolest flower names. Obsession Nandina. These are really slow growers. I actually had these before. Bought them on clearance at Lowe's. They were looking rough, and I was really ambitious. I was like, I'm gonna bring these plants back to life, you know, back to their glory. But it was such a hard thing to do with Nandinas, apparently. And also, one of the things that I should have done was I should have, you know, put it in the ground, and I had it in a pot, and it just did not like that pot, you know, and they both died. So I made the decision to buy 2 new ones. But aren't they pretty? Obsession Nandina. If you're looking for something that's going to stay evergreen, have this fiery red new growth come spring, and it's going to stay between 3 and 4 inches, 3 and 4 feet, you might want to try Obsession Nandina. Okay, what else do I have in the backyard that might stay evergreen or semi-evergreen? Oh, of course, I have my Korean boxwood back here. I have it in the center of each of these beds. I am such a fan of Korean boxwoods. I love them because they grow so fast and they look so nice. Part sun, 3 to 6 hours of sun. Cold hardy to zone 4, and they grow 3 to 4 by 3 to 4. Get you some Korean boxwoods. They have less pests, they grow faster, and they look great. I see baby gem all the time. I never buy it because it looks rough in the store anyway. Finally, guys, I have some more azaleas. These are the newest additions that I bought, along with the het midget. This is autumn ivory. It did not have a tag, but this one was actually, let me see. This one is actually, I think when I looked it up, it's one of the lower growing azaleas. So I put it in the front of this bed. Then I have autumn embers. This guy here grows 3 by 3.5. Light shade to full sun, allows 4 to 6 hours of sunlight, and hardy from 6B to 10. It has a little red flower here. Really pretty. I love autumn embers, and I've never seen this one in the store. I see autumn ivory, I see autumn lily, I see autumn bonfire, and I finally saw an autumn carnation. So pretty. I really like this one. This one is hardy to, again, 6A to 10, average 4.5 by 4, and let me see, light shade to full sun. This is really pretty. I love this one. I love the soft pink color of it. Excuse that noise. The planes are coming every minute this morning. Anyway, guys, those are my evergreens, like true evergreens for the garden. So I feel confident that when Mr. Winter comes and knocks everything back, these guys will be standing tall. And of course, I'll do a video in November and December to show you what the garden looks like, because like I said, I can garden year round. We don't really get enough snow for it to matter. Zone 7 being the southeast is a perfect grow zone. I love it. We do get some cold, we do get the heat, but we can still enjoy the outside. We're not burdened by the snow and have to close up shop every year. So yes, guys, this is what the garden looks like right now. Things are looking rough, as you can see, really rough, and you really begin to see what's gonna be left. I pruned the front bed right here. I pruned most of it back. So I don't have any flowers to really show right now. But some things were still blooming. You know, I still had my blanket flower blooming, my Veronicas, so I kind of cut them back because they weren't like fully bloomed. I mean, you saw a bloom or two, so I cut it back. But yes, guys, this is the garden. This is the garden. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you are buying evergreen plants so you can have some structure in the garden. Please like, guys, please share, please subscribe. Please remember to tell somebody to hit notification bell to be alerted on my videos. Have a great day.